Just allow me to first clarify on that, and I put the record straight. And I was supposed to meet with Honorable Sechkubo today, but my day became long. I haven't called you, Honorable. Apologize, but I had called you earlier on, saying I need to meet you today. What happened the day when some people entered here in Parliament, 12th July, for record purposes, is not something which had been sanctioned by the leadership of Parliament. The people who came and entered, I would say it was a lapse because we had not guided security of Parliament very well on how, listen to me, yes, on processes of receiving petitions in Parliament. Now, when the same people, because that day the Speaker was not in, the Deputy Speaker was not in, okay? And usually what happens, the security contacts whoever is in. Well, if the Speaker is in, they will contact the Speaker. If the Speaker is not in and the Deputy is in, they will contact the Deputy. The same people returned on Monday. And when they returned on Monday, I was contacted by security that there are people, they have again returned, that they had written, now they've again returned to bring a petition. I instructed security that that's not how we operate. I told security, please, let them go outside the Parliament, and 3 people, I said 3 people can bring and present a petition. And I said, I don't need cameras to receive a petition because our rules of procedure are very clear on how we process petitions. And indeed, they were complaining, saying I've not listened to them, but they chose 3 people who brought a petition, and it's in my office, and it's one of the reasons that's why I wanted to meet the Honorable Sechkubo, because I want to share it with him as I come here to guide on how such a petition should be processed. So, we are sorry over what happened on the 12th, that lapse, but our procedure for receiving petitions is clear. Number 2, on what's happening, which the Honorable Senior is referring to, I have the institution of Parliament has not received any notification, formal notification, of anyone who wants to bring a petition regarding the issue they are talking about in public. I will not move from my chair to move around to start looking for people, to soliciting for petitions from the public. When we are a formal institution that has formal structures, I request if there is anyone, the address of Parliament is known. If there is anyone who wants to bring a petition to Parliament, let them write to the leadership of Parliament. We shall guide them on how to bring the petition. And we shall receive it if it's coming. But now, me, if you want to bring a petition to Parliament, you write to police. You don't inform me. I also go read through news and all that. It becomes difficult for me to arrange for you. Otherwise, Parliament is open to receiving any petition that would come. That's why you provide in our rules on how to process this. So we've not blocked out anyone, my brother, the Honorable George. Thank you. Yes.
And honorable colleagues, welcome back. I will start by addressing the first question using Article 23 of our Constitution. Those of you with a copy can go through it, on protection of personal liberty, and go to sub-article 4B. Upon reasonable suspicion of his or her having committed or being about to commit a criminal offense under the laws of Uganda. I will address myself on this. So I want colleagues, I will also read that one. Colleagues, the government of Uganda is charged with the responsibility to take care of security of people and persons and their property. And so it is under that some of our colleagues are under detention. But the law is clear. They will go through the legal process, and I believe if they are innocent, they will be released.
Honorable Gilbert, the Prime Minister is reading for you the law. Eh?
You read the law.
Let her finish reading for you the law.
You know, these legal people think for us we don't read. The Honorable Speaker and colleagues.
Honorable Gilbert Oranya, what's the problem?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda, she put it clearly that the role of the security is to take care of this country, of the government. Honorable Speaker, the members of Parliament who were arrested, they were arrested when they were going to attend the press conference as usual. Honorable Speaker, each and every week, all parties have their presser. NUP, as a political party, invited its members of Parliament and comrades to attend press conference. And right now, the Right Honourable Prime Minister, she is insinuating that those members of Parliament, they were intending to disorganize this country. Right Honourable Speaker, there were no evidence. If someone is moving to attend a press conference, what evidence do you have that the person wanted to disorganize the government?
Your point of order?
Right Honourable Speaker, is the Right Honourable Prime Minister in order to insinuate that all those ones who are ever going to attend press conference are going with an intention of disorganizing this government when you don't know what you are going to talk about? Is he in order?
Thank you. Now, honorable colleagues, to find guiding on a point of order on matters of how people interpret situations becoming difficult. To her, they had the intention. To you, they didn't. Now, I think both of you are correct. Because each one of you, you're entitled to your own opinion and interpretation. Because these are issues of opinion. These are issues of opinion. So, Right Honourable Prime Minister conclude.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker and colleagues, I think, Right Honourable Speaker, you have ruled quite well. And since they are both correct, the judge where the matter is will be the final arbiter. I beg to submit.
Right Honourable Speaker and honourable colleagues, everybody here is aware that the President has got executive powers to appoint. He has executive powers, I repeat, to appoint any person. Because I've seen him even appoint some members of the opposition. Yes, so I believe this question is not for me. It will go to the appointing authority.
Now, honorable colleagues. Right Honourable Prime Minister, don't bother yourself.
Secondly, honourable members, I want to I need your protection, Right Honourable Speaker. Honourable members, I want you to also appreciate that people change. Change is a fact of life. And so, people can change and be good people. Secondly, if you want to catch somebody, you send there somebody who is knowledgeable.
Now, honorable colleagues, honorable colleagues, yes, honorable colleagues, what's very critical is which handle these matters. I would really want to leave it to the sector committee in charge of the sector, which will be looking at the impact of the creation of such offices, whether it has helped us to make more progress, or whether it has not added any value, because in the end we budget for it from here. Okay? So I would say let the sector committee interest itself on this matter. Honorable Mwijuche.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. In relation to the extraordinary deployment and presence of the army in Kampala City and the rest of the country. First, Mr. Speaker, I am wondering whether we are at war. While coming here, I met very many members manned by the army, and so my concern, right, Honourable Speaker, is whether the police has been overwhelmed, so that the police has taken over the mandate of the army has taken over the mandate of the police, or two, whether somebody has declared a state of emergency. And so, as people's representatives, right, Honourable Speaker, we need government to brief us on what is happening in the country so that we know. Because as I talk now, the members are all over, people are running away, we are surrounded, so we want to know. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
I hope here you're not surrounded. You're surrounded by colleagues here.
This august house is the House of Representatives of the people. Our cardinal fundamental role is to sniff out what concerns Ugandans and unflinchingly come to this house and debate those matters. In the whole of East Africa, not only in Uganda but in the neighboring Kenya, young people are raising their voices. They are speaking boldly and acting like so. The crisis why they are speaking is that they feel is that their issues don't feature on the agendas and on the order paper of houses of representatives. Therefore, for us to treat this matter and give it the weight it deserves, and give it justice, and create a temple where voices can be heard. Because democracy has no meaning if those who have an opportunity to speak don't speak the concerns of those that have the responsibility, have concerns to speak. My appeal to you, Right Honourable Speaker, is that this, what is going on, and Parliament sits in these extraordinary circumstances, surrounded by forces that ordinarily go to war. Therefore, it requires this House to find space and adequate time, whether it has school, for us to come here and debate the concerns of those people boldly. Otherwise, for us to cross over and laugh over them, one day they will overwhelm those members. They will overwhelm those forces and descend to our homes, to our places of work, and find us everywhere on the street and say we no longer represent them. I want to appeal to you. And when I appeal to you, I think this is a special place for you. Because you and me, Right Honourable Speaker, come from that kind of activism. We've been there. We know what it takes. And we've been beaten together with you over the years. But we deserve to be heard. So I want to appeal to you to find adequate space and house this matter and find adequate time and we debate the...
Thank you. Now, Honourable, I told you one thing. And Honorable Chivumbe, you heard me properly. I won't go around soliciting all these views. If people are saying they had a petition, they had a document, nothing I've seen. The moment it comes, we shall see a way of managing it, and we usually allow all these issues. But also in committees, you always go through all these issues. But honorable colleagues, you're deviating me. I have an order, please. I have an order paper which I issued out. Matters of national importance, Honorable Bataringaya, Honorable Sesku, I'll give you time, don't mind.